Hi, I'm Paula Fry, and today I'm going to talk to you about how diet plays a major role in pain and inflammation in your body. I've had rheumatoid arthritis for 45 years. The first 25 years that I had this disease, no one told me about diet and the role it would play in making me feel better. And I've just found so many things that have helped me feel better over the years. I've written a book. It's called 21 Keys for Renewing Your Health, and it should be out in August, September on Amazon. And the first thing I want to tell you about is how wonderful vegetables are for you. And I know you've heard this, your mom tells you eat your vegetables, but it is true. Vegetables in a variety of colors, broccoli, carrots, this is yellow zucchini, bell peppers, cauliflower, green zucchini, and squash, spinach, kale, and there's something called power greens that are wonderful, and you can buy them in the box at the store. But all of these vegetables will help you get better. Not only will they help you with pain and inflammation, which is a big thing if you have rheumatoid arthritis or one of the other autoimmune disease, or if you have pain in your body. Pain is horrible, and the medications for pain are not much better. So it's real important to help your body be healthy, and vegetables are a way to do that. I try to base my meals on the vegetable. Half of my plate I make have vegetables, and then a fourth of my plate I have a lean protein, and the other fourth a whole grain. And then I usually eat plain yogurt with a little fruit, and that's my meal. And there's so many different things you can do with vegetables. They're so versatile. It's just wonderful. Broccoli, I usually steam it, and I have this steamer. I'm going to try to get a stainless steel steamer, but this just fits in a saucepan. You put water in the bottom of it, you put your vegetables in the steamer, and turn on the stove, put the lid on, and in about 5 minutes you have beautiful vegetables that taste wonderful. And another way to prepare vegetables, of course, is stir frying. This week we stir fried the yellow zucchini, and I put some farro with it, and it was so good. Another way to prepare vegetables is to roast them, and you just cover them with olive oil, coat them with a little olive oil, salt and pepper, and put them in the oven about 375 for 15 to 30 minutes depending on the vegetable, and they're delicious. Carrots are good that way. You can even do broccoli. Of course, sweet potatoes are great just baked, and don't put a lot of sugar on them or butter. They're just good just the way they are. They're sweet, they're delicious. One thing that I do, I buy the baby kale and the baby spinach, and as soon as I get home I wash them. And I know it says they're washed, but I put them in a bowl of water with a little vinegar, because there has been E. coli in some of these brands of boxed greens, and so just to be careful. And then I rinse them for quite a while. And one thing that I do, I keep some of them fresh in my refrigerator, but they deteriorate quickly. What I do, I use just a sandwich bag, just one of these sandwich bags, and I put a handful of greens in them. I mark them. I have little labels to put. I just put PG for power greens, S for spinach. I put K for kale, pretty simple, and I put them in the freezer. And I pull them out when I want to make a green drink. I just pull out my baggies and put it in my Ninja blender, and make a wonderful green drink that's great for lunch. I like to put celery in my green drink or cucumbers to kind of freshen the taste, and they are wonderful. Sometimes I just drink my green drink with my meal, and it always leaves me full. You're never hungry after you drink your green drink. So that's something that I do with all of my greens, with my power greens, with my baby kale, my spinach. I put it in the freezer. You can pull them out and put them in soups. You can put them in frittatas, scrambled eggs, omelets. They're just so versatile. Now, they're not good as a fresh salad, of course, after they've been frozen. So that's why I save some of them in a baggie in the refrigerator for the fresh greens. But anyway, and I do buy lots of romaine lettuce and other types of lettuce, just a variety of lettuces for salads. So that is one thing that you can do that would be so good for you. These greens are good for cancer, heart disease, diabetes, any of those diseases. It'll help you feel better. When you go to the grocery store, make sure that you stay out of those middle aisles. I call them poison aisles. I saw a lady today in the grocery store that had a basket full of boxed macaroni and cheese, those middle things that are just really water and starch and salt. She had Gatorade and pop and sugar cereals, and I know she was feeding a family. There was not one good thing in that basket that I could see that was healthy. Kids need to learn to enjoy vegetables. They need to know that vegetables are delicious and they're fun. You can do so many fun things with veggies. So when my granddaughters were young, I always I always gave them a dip of some kind, and you can make really neat dips out of plain yogurt. So one thing about vegetables, there are good and bad, and I don't think any of the vegetables are really bad, but there are some called nightshades that do cause inflammation. So you need to limit those to maybe just once a week. And those are tomatoes, peppers, chilies, potatoes, and eggplant. And they contain alkaloids, and so they do cause inflammation and pain. So I would really limit those. I am originally from New Mexico. I love green chilies. I love green chili over my burritos and everything, but I can't eat it very often. I had a friend that used to really eat a lot of green chilies in the fall, and she ended up in horrible pain. And so that's something to remember and to think about. I like these little organic tomatoes, but I don't eat many of them. I just eat a couple on my salad, and I don't eat them every day. So there's so many things that you can eat that are very good. Another vegetable that I really don't recommend to eat too much is corn. And everybody loves corn, especially this time of the year. We love corn on the cob. We cook it on the grill, and but I will tell you, corn has 25 different mycotoxin producing fungi, which causes allergies and inflammation. So that is something that you've got to remember, that it will cause inflammation in your body. I love corn muffins. I love cornbread. I love polenta, but I can't eat that very often. So that's just something to remember with corn. So corn tortillas, corn tamales, all those things made of corn are wonderful, but just don't eat them very often because they will cause inflammation in your body. One thing that when buying vegetables, I try to buy organic. I try to buy as fresh as I can. Sometimes I go to the grocery store in the organic section, everything's dead and wilted, and so I don't buy those. Sometimes if you are very busy and you don't have time to fool with fresh vegetables, buy organic frozen vegetables. And you can just take them out of the bag and steam them or roast them. and they're delicious. So there's a lot of things you can do. I love vegetables sauteed or stir-fried with grains, and it makes it very good lunch or supper. So there's lots of things you can do with vegetables, but they are very healing. Vegetables have fiber and vitamins and phytonutrients. They're just wonderful. Plan your meal around your vegetables. Make it your focus. And you may say, well, I don't like most vegetables. Well, start with the ones you like. And then over time, try other ones and try them in different ways. You may like broccoli in a broccoli salad. I have a broccoli salad that has dried cranberries and nuts and celery and all kinds of good things, and a little dressing that I put over it, and it's delicious. You may like broccoli that way. If broccoli's not really fresh and good, I don't care for it either. But I like it steamed, I like it in salads, and many times, and don't overcook broccoli. It's one of those things, you don't want to ever put it in a pressure cooker. You want it kind of crisp, tender, and that goes for all of your vegetables. Remember, the heat kills vitamin C, so you want to be very careful about always eating cooked vegetables. You may want to eat some raw vegetables in your diet too. The fiber is wonderful. It will keep everything moving in your body, and it will just make you feel so much better. Remember the power greens in your green drinks. They're fantastic. They're fresh tasting. They're very, very good for you. So I have a blog spot. It's called the THE2 FRIES.blogspot.com, and I also have a Facebook page. It's called 21 Keys for Renewing Your Health, and I will have entries on both of those quite often about autoimmune disease, about the way to cope with pain, and this is just amazing. You will feel so much better, and if you make changes overnight in your diet, you're going to feel better right away. If you do them gradually, which a lot of people have to do, you're gradually going to feel better. But this will make a big difference. Your mom was right. You need to eat your vegetables. But it is just such a simple, easy way for you to feel better. And just remember that I care about you, and I want you to feel better. And my book should be out in August or September. It's called 21 Keys for Renewing Your Health. It should be on Amazon and Nook and different places, bookstores. So look for it there. And I have like 240 pages. I've spent over 20 years writing it, and just wonderful recipes and ideas and tips on coping with pain and feeling better. So I hope you learned something from this video, and I really care about you getting better and feeling better, and I will have more videos. This is just one key, one part of feeling better. Thank you.